So let's be real, guys. Let's just be real. I am having the most difficult time talking right now, and I don't know why. I actually do not know what's going on. However, welcome back to my channel with Readings by Circe, which girl Becky, here at you guys with another pick a card reading. I'm going to ask what blessings are coming. So this is a timeless reading. Whenever you guys click on this, it will be what blessings are coming for you in that current time. And we are going to find out what's coming, and then we are, during the reading, going to figure out what's going on. And once we figure out what's going on, I'm going to ask the Astro Dice a question. So this is going to be a new thing, guys. I'm still getting the hang of them, so I understand them a lot better now. I've been studying them a lot, and I understand them, doing my own readings with them, and they're actually a lot of fun. I truly enjoy them, so we will go ahead and get in that. I'm going to have 3 piles today. 4 piles just overdoes it for me, and I don't know if you guys caught last week's reading. It was 4 hours. That was a huge reading for me to do, which is why I do these every other Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am going to draw from my Sacred Rebels deck an oracle card for each pile for you guys to choose from, and also have a picture on the thumbnail that you guys can choose from that will actually be separate from this. This will just be for those of you guys that watch the intro. So thank you for your time. I truly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get those cards out and see what's going on. What blessings are coming in for pile number 1, Source? What oracle card will help with pile number 1? What blessings are coming in for pile number 1, Source? I love these cards, by the way. I do not bring them out often enough. For a long time, I've had these cards for 2 years. I actually never did these on a reading. I didn't use them for anybody because they were my cards. They were like, this is my cards. But I've used them so much. I've gone through every card, and I love these cards, guys. I just want to share them. I feel like if I love something so much, I'm tired of keeping it hidden from you guys. Like, I am going to share it with you guys, okay? Oh, and you like my little ears? I didn't even say anything about them. I have my little ears up here. So, these were reindeer antlers. They had antlers on them. But my dog, I had them sitting on the chair over there, which is the chair that we just, like, throw our coats on because we don't have a coat hanger next to the door. Because I live in an RV. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I live in an RV. And so there's this just chair that's just so pointless right there. And so it's kind of becomes a catch-all, right? It's where our coats go, and I just threw these on my coat. And she doesn't usually get up in the chair, but for some reason she got in the chair and broke off the antlers. And I was upset, and then I was like, you know what? I actually love it. I could just wear them as ears. I loved it. So I wore them out at the grocery store yesterday. So I have pile 1. Let's get pile number 2, Source. What blessings are coming for pile number 2? No. Blessings for pile number 2, Source. What blessings are coming from pile number 2? Don't worry, I'll show these to you guys, okay? What blessings are coming for pile number 2? That was the one. That was the one. Okay. And Source, what blessings are coming for pile number 3? Wow, that came out fast. You guys all see how that... It's like, I got you. Alright. I'll put these over here. I'll have the book ready, because these ones I'll read out of the book. So for pile number 1, ooh, we have Inner Trust, which is the number 2 card. So for pile number 2, we have, this is great. I love this. And you guys will only know this if you watch the intro. The number 22 card. She feels and she knows. The artwork on these is just incredible. I have a hard time with this card. It has come out many times for myself. So both of these have, all of them have. The only one that hasn't is the Sacred Fool. I've only gotten that one a couple of times, and that is actually my favorite card in the deck. But yeah, it's this is such an interesting combination here. Let's see, what else do we have? 43, come to life. I love this card. I love them all, guys. I can't be like, oh, I love one, but Sacred Fool is my favorite out of all of them. Like, if I had to choose one, that'd be my favorite, but I love them all. Okay, so I think I can hold these all three up. I will do my best. These are very large cards. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So whichever one you guys chose, that should be your pile. Keep in mind they are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what does not. And I will see you guys over on your piles to find out what blessings are coming. I'll see you guys. Okay, pile number 1. So for those of you that chose the image on the thumbnail for pile number 1, or for those of you that watched the intro and you chose this is your pile. Keep in mind, again, these are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave what does not. This is what blessings are coming. I do have your cards here. It came out super quick for you guys. Like, so something's coming on. We'll find out what they are together. I have clarifiers and I have my other oracles that we'll get into. And like I said, once we figure out what's going on in your reading, we are going to ask the Astro Dice a question in regards to the cards that have come out. Okay, so let me get these turned over here. Okay. So you guys have been going through a really difficult time. Whatever's going on, and the situations are going to be different for everyone. This could be a breakup. This could be a family fight. This could be dealing with a friendship that wasn't going well. This could be dealing with a boss that was just really having it down, like giving you a hard time. This could be coworkers. This could be something. Overall, though, what was going on was really difficult, and you were finding it really hard to listen to your inner intuition, and you guys were actually struggling to see who was for you and who was against you. Like, there's this energy coming through right here where it's like you guys were really having, there's like a lot of anger. There's a lot of fear that's coming through here. There's a lot of negativity that's surrounding you with like thoughts. This is like inner thoughts is coming up. It's almost like, man, this is the kind of situation I always deal with. This seems like the thing that I always have to go through. This is always like something that just always seems to arise. And you guys had the answer all along. It was just really hard for you to see that because there's a lot of emotional attachment here. And whether that's outside of it, so like if it's a job, it's the emotional attachment to the security that it brings you, or the internal attachments, which is like caring about someone or loving someone, right? So you guys are all in different situations here, but what ended up happening is it was making you feel like you were stuck, like you had to give to this situation, like you guys had to put your best foot forward, like, or you guys had to put in 1,010% all the time, and it was like no matter what you did, things were going unnoticed, or it just seemed like things were just getting worse, or there was a lot of pain and suffering that was involved in it. And there's this ending. The blessing is it's ending. And what you guys are getting from it, this is actually this new, you guys are coming out as the Queen of Wands here, okay? And you guys are coming through it. It's like you guys had to go through the storm. You had to go through this hard time. You had to go through this hardship in order to understand what it was that you wanted in your own life, and two, what it was that you wanted to call into your life. This is like more or less like, okay, I've been calling in the same situation for a long time, right? Like that energy I was getting, I'm always going through the same situation. Why do I always go through the same situation? And it was like asking yourself this question that allowed you guys to gain the clarity that you needed to move forward, or it will help you guys gain the clarity that you need to move forward. And you're no longer feeling stuck. It's like you're no longer feeling obligated is the word that's coming through here. And so you guys become very intelligent in the way that you're moving about things. But above all of that, you guys are learning how to say enough is enough. Like if this is somebody's drama, Okay, this is the easiest way to put this. This is a drama, okay? This is somebody's drama. You guys are like, I don't want this drama. It's not even like listening to it and not giving into it. It's like basically when someone starts in on it, you're like, hey, Susie, I appreciate you wanting to tell me this. However, I just don't have time right now. I have some other things that I have to go take care of. Maybe we can catch up on this later. And you just leave. You don't sit there and let Susie or whoever it is tell you their drama and pour it in on you, and you feel obligated that you have to like give some kind of information. Yes, Susie's gonna get mad, okay? But but at the end of the day, guys, like, no, really, this is about you guys learning how to really balance out their energy versus my energy. Am I feeling what they're feeling, or am I feeling truthful to what I'm feeling? Like, what's going on here? And you guys are learning how to balance that out. And once you set these boundaries, you guys become very... This is like a very attractive thing that's going on for you. So if you're single, this could actually help you attract in love. If you're not single, that's fine. It will make you very magnetic, is the energy that's coming through her. I do just want to get a clarifying card here, Source. Can you explain the situation just a little bit further in depth? Okay. That's it. That's it. No, I'll get another one, guys. Don't worry. I'll get another one. But they're saying that's the truth. Like, you guys were just really struggling with something. Like, and it's very mental. Like, this is something that weighed heavy on your heart because you couldn't get it out of your mind. Like, when you go to bed, you're constantly thinking about this. When you wake up, this is the first thing that's on your mind. You have dreams about this. Like, you're just like, can I please just let this go? And this was starting to weigh heavy on your heart because it was just taking up so much energy within. And it was almost like manifesting in your life no matter what you tried to do. It wasn't that it was manifesting. It was just that when we get to the end of a cycle, and this is very much the end of a cycle for you here. We have 9 and 10 coming out together. And it's like making that motion forward here, okay? This is very much sometimes what happens. It's like, are you sure you want to end this cycle? It's almost like that's the question that Source asks us. Are you sure you want to end this cycle? Cool. If you want to end this cycle, I'm going to like bombard you with the tail end of this belief that you have, right? And see if you're really ready to let it go. It's not... Like, I think that's the funny thing. It's like people think it's cruel. It's not. What actually happens, it's kind of like when you purchase a car and then all of a sudden you start seeing your car driving everywhere. It's that same thing. You've become completely aware and conscious of this belief inside of you, i.e. this situation, this problem, this habit, whatever's going on, this drama, okay? You become completely aware of it. And in becoming completely aware of it, it's just like the new car. You start seeing it everywhere. It's not that Source is like throwing it at you. It's just that's an easy way to explain it. But in truth, it's because you're coming completely conscious of it. And it's like you see it everywhere. And so that's the thing. And it's like, really, sometimes I do think that it comes at you all at once. It's because... it's like trying to break you back down into that emotional ego of saying, I don't want to be aware of this. But once you become aware, it's hard to undo that. Like, you can't go back, right? Yeah, and Source is sending you help here because you persevered through so much. So there's a big change that's coming for you where you don't feel like you're going to be stuck in... I feel like this made you sick. You guys could be getting over a sickness. You guys could be getting over like mild migraines. I heard mild and migraines. So mild headaches and mild and okay, they keep telling me mild. So I guess it's a mild migraine, or somebody diagnosed you with mild migraines, but it doesn't feel like mild migraines. That's what I was trying to get out. It just wasn't coming out. So anyways, that's the energy that's coming through here. And Source is saying like you're finding clarity now in this habitual belief that's been in your life for a long time, and this is actually bringing you into this very strong place. May I please get one more clarifier for this, Source? May I please have one more clarifying card for this? Whoa, that came flying out. Okay. So there's a like, okay, I think the thing is that people want to promise you on this journey, oh, now that you've come into cognate knowing I think that cognizance. Anyways, like this knowing, like you're aware, you're conscious of it. I don't know why cognizance keeps coming through. So I'm kind of in one of those areas right now, guys. I can't tell you. I'm tired, and I'm giving you the best reading I can because, first of all, it has to be done. Secondly, it's just been a week for me, and the holidays, I know, are rough for everybody, myself included. So, but the thing is what they're saying here is that just because you become aware of this, okay, understanding that that doesn't mean that the problems will dissipate. Okay, all of life is good and bad. Contrast, duality, dualistic, whatever you want to label it, guys. The ups and downs, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful. It doesn't matter. No matter where you get to on your conscious level, that never goes away. You never get to a conscious place in your mind where everything is just hunky-dory, peachy-keeney, angels and rainbows and butterflies and unicorn poop all the time. Like, it's not like that, guys, at all. It's like, basically, you become aware that, okay, I'm having a really terrible day. What's that song? Have you guys ever heard of A-OK? I'll be A-O, A-O, A-O. I'll be A-O, A-OK. What is it? Living in this great blue world with my head up in outer space. I'll be A-O, A-O, A-O. I'll be A-O, A-OK. Right? Like, there's this line in there that's like, I've had some really bad, terrible, awful, can't even describe them kind of days. Like, there's this, but I know I'll be okay. Right? Like, that's what they're saying here. Like, that was a song that just popped into my head right now. It's like, they're saying here, don't put yourself in a place of potential failure by saying, oh, now that I've healed this, like, everything in my life is going to be beautiful. Like, no, it'll be easier, yes, but there will still always be that energy of twists and turns. And now your biggest blessing here is seeing that you have the strength to deal with that, and knowing that you have the strength to deal with that. Because there was a time when things were very superficial in your life, and you guys could have been people pleasers, and there's like this self-sabotaging energy coming through where maybe you guys had a problem with others who were able to seemingly perfect life, okay? And it's like you guys had this realization, though, that is like, I'm waiting around for everybody to like me. I'm waiting for everybody to see me at face value, not for who I am at face value. And I stopped doing the things that I love to do because I just wanted people to see me. And now you're not doing that anymore. And so it could have been because of this situation that you guys became completely clear on what that was. Before we get into your oracle cards, let's get some. I didn't even pull these out of their bag. Okay, they want these ones. I have 3 sets of these, so yeah. Put those there. Put that over here. Okay, let's ask. So, the question that I feel coming through for you guys here is, what change does this realization make for you guys in your life? Okay, so Source, what change does this realization make for pile 1 in their life? What change does this realization make for pile 1 in their life? What change does this realization make for pile 1 in their life? Okay. Okay. I love this. I'm already in love with what's going on. All right. So, where this is going to affect you at is with your close and personal relationships, okay? So, what change can you expect? What was I saying? Like, this could actually bring in love, and we have energy coming in regards to romantic relationships, business relationships, close personal relationships, your soul family, right? Marriage. This is like building a business with somebody. This is like changing the way that you guys see people outside of you because you decided to change something within. And now the people outside of you will begin to mirror how you feel about yourself within. And realizing that even though you're attracting positive relationships, that doesn't mean they're not challenging. It doesn't mean that they're not going to have their ups and downs. What it means is that you guys have changed the type of relationships you're bringing in, i.e. if you guys are people pleasers, which is what energy I was getting before, is that you guys are no longer going to be a doormat for people, because you've chosen not to be that for yourself. You've chosen to listen to yourself and to listen to your heart. And because of that, you guys are bringing in beautiful, beautiful relationships. You guys have fought with dealing with your shadow self and finding justice in your life. Really, this is a huge energy of justice coming through for you guys, because it's like fighting with your shadow self, right? The emotional ego is our shadow self. It's like oftentimes it's easy for us to feel like in this energy of, let's just shut that off. Let's just get out of that energy altogether and shut that off and compartmentalize the shadow self. Rather than what is real, we need to embrace that part of ourselves and understand that that is part of us, even if it's not pretty, right? Like even if it hurts, even if it's uncomfortable and it makes us feel disconnected. It's like you guys have learned to embrace that part of yourself. And so now you guys are bringing equanimous relationships into your life and loving relationships too. I definitely get this deep sense of love here with this energy coming through for you guys. Okay. I love this clarification. We have 7th house energy here for you guys, if that's helpful for you. But this is talking about you guys and your emotional relationship with yourself and your emotional relationship with others right now. Okay. What is it going to, like, where is it affecting you? How is it affecting your emotions? It's talking about your inner love for self. Okay. And part of that's because we have Aries energy coming through here, which matches up perfectly with the Queen of Wands here. This is talking about you guys becoming more direct and more bold and not being afraid to start things that you truly enjoy. It's like letting go of the old and having this new cycle. When you think of Aries being the beginning of the zodiac, they start all the zodiac wheel. And so it's like, now whatever was before, and we talked about this end of the cycle, right? Pisces closes the cycle and then Aries begins a whole new start. And so that's like what this is saying. It's like, where is this affecting you in your life, your relationships? You're closing out old, whatever was in your life before, and you're opening yourself up to new things. Why? Because you're becoming authoritative of yourself and you're being fearless in the approach that you're taking to life. And you're allowing yourself to see what it is that you wanted. And you're no longer being in this energy of being self-centered, right? The emotional ego, not that you guys are self-centered people or anything like that. It's just the emotional ego has us in self-centered energy. Why? Because that need for everybody to see us, that want for everybody to like us, that's a self-centered energy, because it's like, oh, everybody's world should revolve around my world in this very indirect way. And it's not how that works, but that's the idea that we all have. Okay, everybody deals with that. It's like, I want everybody to see me, I want everybody to like me, I want everybody to know me, but not to know me. Right? It's very that superficial energy here. And so it's like you guys have learned to deal with that. Again, we're talking about shadow self here. How is this going to affect you? This realization, how is this going to affect you? Understanding that your shadow self is, and it's taking accountability for that part of yourself and letting yourself become a leader in your own life and becoming independent from those old beliefs and no longer being impulsive, like just getting connected with people because I want to be connected with somebody and I can't be alone. You see what I'm saying? Like there's this energy. It's like, no longer are you letting the world determine or dictate who you are. You choose to become the leader for your own life and fight for what you believe. You guys could also be coming up into very like boss-like position, CEO position. Like you guys could be starting your own business, and this is this magnetic energy which is going to bring you clients without you guys having to fight for them, right? And so you guys are starting something new. We have this self-starter energy here. So again, that very much connected to that energy of entrepreneurship, right? The last thing that came out is a South Node. And when you talk about the South Node, it's the destined to release, right? This is what we've had as a karmic relationship with ourselves for many lifetimes. It's followed us for, it could be generational curses, but something that has followed us for our whole life. Whether you guys believe in reincarnation or not, that's fine. For those of you that do believe in reincarnation, this is something that has followed you for many lifetimes previous to this one. This is something that has followed you this whole life as well. This is what you guys have done up until now, right? The South Node is something that you guys have done up until now. If you guys can see it there. Okay. And so they want me to talk about the South Node, but this is actually the North Node. That's funny. That's funny. I just realized that when I showed it in the camera, I was like, wait a second, hold up. So there's a reason for that. There's a reason they wanted me to bring up the South Node, because it's confirmation that you guys are letting go. I get the nodes sometimes confused. Bear with me, guys. Like I said, this is still new, okay? So, but I understand what they were saying. Like, this is the path that you'd followed until now. And so now you guys are coming into this ultimate purpose in life. What's your North Node, right? Your North Node, they call it your true north. Why? Because you guys are following what you're destined to follow. It's like part of us in this life, I think a lot of us get confused with, oh, I'm finally in my true north. It's like, you know, your true north can come and go, because sometimes you'll find other things that you have to heal along the way that may bring you off of your true north path, so that you guys can heal those, so that you guys can be fully dedicated to that path again. And I feel like this was very much one of those things. Like, you guys have always been in your true north because that's where we're all headed. But some of us are very resistant to the change. And this was something that was resistance that you guys had to work through. And so in this North Node energy, you guys are coming up into this where it says you've learned the lessons that you were meant to learn. You're coming into your soul purpose. This is the karmic path towards fulfillment. You guys are connecting with people who are going to come into your life, connections that are going to fulfill you in your life. So what a huge blessing. That is such a beautiful thing. I want to put your dice up here so I can still have access to them. Okay. So we have 7th house, Aries energy, and the North Node for reference. Okay. So what a beautiful blessing, though. You guys are coming into this space and time now where you're actually going to have people in your life that are supportive of you, and not just like, oh, there goes crazy pile number 1 doing whatever it is that they do. Like, nobody understands them. Like, look, shark purpose on the bottom of the deck over here. Look at this. I can't. That's why they wanted me to talk about the South Node, because it's like, this is something you guys were destined to release. Right? This energy, whatever this is that you guys have fought right now, whatever you guys have dealt with right now, you guys were destined to release this. This isn't something that was just kind of like on an off chance that you had to deal with. No, this is something you had to release, because whatever's coming next is huge for you guys. Thank you. You guys want one more? Okay. One more card, please. I'm realizing that in the beginning here, it's like you guys are beginning something new, right? Like, it's not just, this isn't just like, oh, finally, you know, I ended a cycle, and no, it's like you guys have completed a whole cycle. Why? Because of this Capricorn energy. Look, this was all time stamped. Do you see this clock up here, or the sand clock right here? Timer, the sand timer. Because of your ambition, your realism, and the methodical steps that you've taken. We also have Aries energy right behind that. Again, another confirmation coming through. Independence, bravery, and passion. Right? Like, you guys have had this energy that's been building for some time. And to get there, it just took you guys getting there, you know? It took time. Thank you. I want one more. So I'm going to pull a couple out of my own oracle decks that I've created. Thank you. And we'll see what's on the bottom here. There is no right love at the wrong time. Every moment is exactly as it should be. Okay, so like that whole thing that people say, oh, it was the right thing at the wrong time. No, that doesn't exist. It just means that whatever happened was exactly as it was meant to happen. If that's the person that's supposed to be in your life, then they'll come back. If it's not, they won't. And there's no reason to sit here and put yourself in this limitation saying, oh yeah, they're going to come back. 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 But then say you spend your whole lifetime in this energy of they're going to come back and they never do. I'm like, I feel it, but it's not. I got it. Pride is poisonous, but not ambition, right? And we have that ambitious energy that's coming through here with the Aries. And with the Queen of Wands energy here, it's like this very ambitious energy of you guys moving beyond what was. And it's letting go of what was poisonous, what was toxic. This could even be letting go of a superficial idea based on love, because you guys have come into a space of actually learning to love yourself. Like saying, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm tired of this. Oh, you guys want to learn, see what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah, we have the Page of Cups with the Ace of Swords. Guys, you guys, okay, what is this? Yeah, you guys have been in situations that haven't been equal give and take. What did I say? Like, there's a sense of justice here, and we have justice in the reverse coming out over here. So you guys have had a lot of injustice in your life, but not just that. Like, you've had a lot of people who have judged you, which has caused you guys to judge people for doing things that you all do to each other. Okay, like, it's caused a vicious cycle. So if you're like, man, I feel so judgmental right now, understanding it's not always your energy. It's because you could be holding other people's energies. And it's like that energy of learning what's mine and what's theirs, and finding that line and cutting it there and saying, okay, I really feel like this. I'm actually not this judgmental person. It's like, this is some other energy. This isn't actually mine. And it's okay if you get into that mode. It's okay if you have a setback. That's human, right? Don't beat yourself up for that. We all do. I still do. Sometimes I meet new people and all of a sudden I'm going through some crazy emotions. I'm super empathic. And so I'll start going through all these emotions. Even though I know my own feelings, I have to go and spend time by myself though, so that I can really find, okay, is this me or is this them? Who is who? And learning that, knowing that I have to say, hey, I have to go find some space for myself so that I can figure this out. I've learned that that's okay. That's not being rude. That's not being like a terrible thing to ask, right? So there's this energy here where people are going to start offering you love, right? And the way that this is set up, it's like the page is coming towards the Queen of Wands, and it's like they're kind of scared because you guys are now in a very intimidating place because you're very confident. And like, I keep hearing confident and correct in myself. Like, that's what I keep hearing. So it's like you guys are very centered in yourself and very fiery. Like, you know, it's like people are afraid of what you're going to say to them if they come to you. And so it's like they want to come and offer you love, but they're very like kind of scared. And this is also bringing you clarity too on knowing that I've done what I was meant to do. Okay, these ones. Jeez, they got me all over the place here. I know it's all with purpose. Okay. Broken-hearted and not moving forward. What was I just saying? You guys could be letting go of an idea of what you thought love was supposed to be or who it was supposed to be, right? And we have this energy here, broken-hearted and not moving forward. So there's somebody in your energy that's just broken-hearted and they're not going to make a decision. They're not going to come forward, right? It's like exactly what I was saying. You're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then they never come, and you'll spend your whole life waiting. And then when you get to the end of it, you're going to say, I wish I had loved more, or I wish I had moved on, or I wish I had, you know, like, why are you going to get to the end of your life and have regrets? Like, that's the question here. What would make you not regret this now moment? Have you told this person how you felt? Okay, if you haven't, tell them how you felt. If you have and they haven't said anything or they haven't come forward, you got it off your chest. Now go live your life and do what you need to do for you. I'm not telling you to go out and seek another love. I'm saying go do what's best for you. Stop waiting around on people. Daisy. The only thing brighter than this flower is your smile. So let's see it. Yeah, you guys haven't smiled in a while. You guys haven't laughed and played in a while. So don't be afraid to open up and be yourselves. I feel like you guys are very open people most of the time. But when you guys get in this really sad energy, it's hard for you to be a light. Because it's like I'm a light for everybody, but nobody's a light for me. And that's what they're saying. It's like be a light for yourself, right? Grief doesn't get any smaller. You have to make yourself bigger. Number 9, we have that bringing the cycle to, bringing it to a close, right? It's not complete yet, but you're bringing it to the end cycle here. So you're grieving something right now. This situation has brought you into a place of grief, and don't be afraid to give yourself some time so that you can overcome that. Number 30, and 3 is all about creativity. It's all about expansion, and it's all about your angels being with you. We have marriage is a serious thing and should last forever. You don't just want to rush into it. So you guys could be dealing with a breakup. That was something that came through right at the beginning, a breakup, and then attracting new love. Like that was, it's interesting. That's the energy I've gotten this whole reading. And I know you guys could have different different situations coming through, but just because maybe it wasn't a marriage or a relationship, you could still be grieving a situation at your job. You could still be grieving a situation with family. But just understanding that you guys don't need to rush into anything. You guys should take time to heal and to let yourselves experience what has happened. You know, really go over, what have I learned from this? What has happened with me? So we have number 31, cycles. Yes, I love this confirmation coming out for you guys. We were talking about how this is something that's followed you your whole life, right? We had that when we were talking about the south node too. It's like this is something that you've had for lifetimes, and that's the energy I kept getting, which is why partially I think I was going in on the south node, because this is energy that's coming into me. Sometimes what I see is not what's there. It's like I'm being shown something else. Like I have a lot of the clairs, guys. I have a lot of them. Anyways, I know it's hard to explain, especially if you're not here and you're not seeing what's going on, because it's like you see me, but that's why I show you guys me, because it's like things that are coming to me, and sometimes they come so fast. It's like, rather than showing you the cards, because if I'm showing you the cards, you're just focused on the cards and you're not seeing the realizations as they come through to me, right? And so it's like, that's partially why I show you guys. But we had this cyclical energy coming through at the beginning. This is something that, it's like, why has this always happened to me? That was the question that came through right away. And so we have that. You guys are closing cycles. And she is connected with, I want to say Brigid, but I'm not 100% sure right now. But it's also Estare, I think is how you say it. But she's like the one that brings the spring, right? That spring energy in. And so that's the energy that she's connected with, the lady on the card here. She's connected with that beautiful spring energy. And so, all right, well, you're saying it, so I guess I oughta, let me just look in the book, because it says in the book what she's connected with. I just can't remember right now. Estare? What is it, Source? Show me. 31. Right there. Okay, I'm saying it wrong. It's Aostre, the goddess of spring. And her hair were walking at dawn on a crisp morning at the beginning of the season. The morning was very beautiful, yet still cold, as the winter snows had begun to melt. It says, follow the cycles of nature and you will rarely be disappointed. As energy travels in cycles, seek balance. There's a time and a season for everything. Plants cannot blossom all the time, so be patient. Yeah, so it's like you guys are ending this cycle and learning something new with yourself. And what was I saying? You guys have to give yourself time to heal from whatever's happened, and that's okay. And know that that's okay. Opposition. Imbalance, a point of tension, a power struggle, right? And what was I saying too? We got that energy when I was drawing the clarifiers. You guys had that come through where it was like, maybe you guys had a problem with authority before. You had problem with people who seemingly had things together, right? That power struggle was, but that was internal. And you're seeing now that the point of tension and the imbalance has been within all along. It's like just been mirrored outside of you. And realizing that once I heal that within, that's going to be mirrored without. And it's not a bad thing. Like, I don't want people to beat themselves up, because we all go through this. Like, these are things I still deal with. And I've been on this journey for 7 years now, guys. Consistent on this journey for 7 years. And it's just been a huge deal. And it's like, you're always learning. And that's why it's like, you don't ever get to this point where you're completely healed. so that you can have love, or where you're completely safe in your own energy so that you can become all that you were meant to be. It's like we're always learning, and as humans we always make mistakes, and we have to embrace that, right? Like we can't expect ourselves to be a superhuman. How unfair to ourselves when we expect that. But the emotional ego makes us believe that about ourselves, and then when we fail in the eyes of our emotional ego, then suddenly we're failures in life. No, we just did a human thing. We made a mistake, or we messed up, or we didn't get it right the first time. That's very human. That's okay. House 1, the house of self. Individuality, self-image, and your approach to life. You guys have changed the perspective. Again, you're no longer in this energy of like, oh, let me take care of that for you. Oh, let me carry you. Oh, let me do this for you. Oh, let me do that. Where did I put the book? Oh. Couldn't find the book. It was buried over here. Okay, so we're going to read Inner Trust, number 2. And I love that 2 is on this Inner Trust card, because 2 is all about trusting the process. Number 1 is about having faith in what's happening. But number 2 is about trusting the process. And I feel like for you guys right now, there's this energy of like, again, coming back to that question, why is this happening to me? It's not wanting to trust what has happened thus far. And you guys are coming into this realization that, oh, this actually happened for purpose. Like, it's like once we receive our blessing, it's only after we receive the blessing that we understand the hardship, right? And that's life. That is life. So my advice to you guys is when you guys are going through a hardship, the easiest way to deal with it as it's there in the present moment is to say, this is happening for me, not to me, but for me. And it will help you guys see things from a much larger perspective. Though it may be cloaked and hidden within you lies natural magnificence, vibrancy, and true uniqueness. The harder this is for you to believe, the more growth this oracle is offering you now. Your opportunity for growth lies in letting go of the need to hide yourself from the world and to let go of any doubt about the wonder of what lies within you. This oracle brings you the message that it is time for you to trust yourself and let the real inner you out from behind the veil. You're being assured that you can trust your intuition and your own sense of things. Sometimes what you sense will be love, and you will open your heart and move easily towards the source of that love, be it in the form of another person, a new career, a project which you care deeply about and a want to pursue, or a spiritual and creative practice that you are keen to explore. Sometimes what you sense will be more challenging than this and will ask you something different of you. It might be that you sense fear or sabotage lurking within someone's intentions or in this situation around you. This oracle asks you to trust yourself to find more authentic and self-loving ways to deal with that. Let's see. Perhaps you are unnecessarily holding yourself back out of fear or a lack of belief in your ability to support and care for yourself, or in the importance of your need for self-expression in your relationship. The Oracle of Inner Trust comes to you with this guidance. You know what you are doing. And I said that earlier, like once you guys let go of all that energy, it's like you realize you had the tools within you. You had the knowing within you. You have enough wisdom and intuition to be able to place yourself more fully in the world. And take steps to unhide yourself. Even if you feel like you have no clue about what is happening at a broader level in your life, that's okay. Even if you can't quite see the whole picture of what is taking place within or around you, you still have all the wisdom and intuitive ability you need to take one step at a time and navigate your way through absolutely anything that life brings to your door. If you've been thinking of taking a leap of faith or doing things differently, whether in your personal life or your creative work, then this oracle brings a particular message to trust your instincts and go for it. This oracle comes at a time when the patterns of your life are shifting. You can take advantage of this shift and leap into an entirely new level of consciousness and experience. This is not a time for self-doubt or playing small. It is a time to get in touch with the courage, boldness, and daredevil within, and to take that step, big or small, into the future that is beckoning you forward. You have wings to fly. Sometimes we don't realize it until we leap over the edge of what we have known and begin to soar into a new life. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. You have so much to offer, and playing it small is not going to get it by anymore. And I think you guys are really coming into this realization of that. Like, there's this feeling of just understanding that these situations that make you feel like you're completely stuck, you're realizing that I've always had an option. I've always had something that I could let go of so that I could get out of this. And this is going to be something, you know, once you do it the first time, it gets so much easier the second time, the third time, the fourth time, and pretty soon you become a pro at it. So enjoy that, relish in that. You guys have something beautiful right now. Your blessing right now is the strength to deal with whatever comes next, and lean into that. Also, make sure that you guys do give yourself some time to grieve whatever's happened, whatever it is that's going on, okay? This is what I have for you guys, pile one. I hope that this helps. If this resonated, please hit that thumbs up button down below. Leave a little rabbit in the comments so we know that you made it to the end. You're not alone. Everybody else is here with you too. And subscribe to the channel and set the notification bell. And I will see you guys again at the beginning of the year if you're catching this right before the end of the year. And I love you guys so much. Until next time. Welcome, pile two. So this is for you guys that have chosen either the image off the thumbprint, or for those of you that watched the intro, was this card here. She knows she feels number 22. This is for you. This is what blessings are coming for you guys. And once I get I have your cards out. I don't know. I only know what one is because it flipped over, but you guys got one extra card from the other piles. So I was only doing a few cards, and then you guys got more. So we're just going to go with it. And then once I figure out what's going on with your blessing, we're going to ask the Astro Dice a question in regards to a little bit more information about the blessing. Let me get these over here for you guys. Cool. So I've got the clarifiers, and we've got other oracle decks that we will choose from. So let's see what we got going on here, guys. Welcome, welcome. If this resonates with you guys, please hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel, and make sure you guys hit the notification bell so you guys always know when I post the next video, which is every other Wednesday at 2 p.m. as of current. So that may change in the future. We're coming into a new year. Who knows? I might change it up a little bit. So you get a drink of tea. And I want to read you guys this quote. It says, "The unknown is where all outcomes are possible. Enter it with grace." Positive energy tea. That's what I'm drinking. So it looks like you guys have been dealing with someone who was there when you guys were unconscious. Okay, like this is somebody from your past. This could be somebody who came back around. This could just be an energy that's been following you guys internally. And it has created a lot of turbulence for you guys in your life. Feels like you guys aren't doing the right thing. That's what I keep feeling right now. Like I'm not doing the right thing. I know I'm not doing the right thing. I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing, even though I felt like I was called to this. And I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. I feel like this isn't going where I want it to go. I feel like I'm not doing what I need to be doing. Also, when I was shuffling for you guys, I got a lot of money energy coming through for you guys. So this could have to be doing with a business that you guys are starting, or maybe you guys are trying to save for something. Like I just got an image of a bank account, like trying to save, like a savings account, right? Like, but it keeps getting filtered back into the checking account because there's always an emergency type energy. But it feels like whatever it is, maybe there's someone in your past here that keeps you guys stuck in an old pattern. This could be the mother wound coming through as well, where you guys maybe didn't get enough nurturing as a child. It's not that you had a bad childhood or anything. Some of you guys could have had a bad childhood, but I'm definitely feeling this energy that you guys just weren't understood as a child, and it's coming back out right now, and it's showing itself in the face of the people who are around you. Like maybe you see people who are acting very childish, or people who are stuck. You know, I keep getting the age 16. It's what keeps coming through right now, which is interesting. So I'm not sure why, but that's the number that I heard right now. So it's like people who are stuck in that age, like they're never like go beyond that. Like no matter what comes up in life, that's how they always act. And you're just kind of like, why is this person, we're all adults here, like why can't we act like an adult? But it's not just one person. Like I feel like this is multiple people coming through. Some people are very crabby, I guess is the way, like very sorry guys, like I it's this energy of like they're just kind of like jerks, like they're very much like trying to get you to get involved in maybe some gossip about people, or maybe they want you to say bad things about people. And maybe where you were entertaining this energy up until recently, now something's telling you like, you know what, this person isn't actually listening to what I'm saying. Like they're just trying to collect information, right? Like this is a weird energy, guys. This is a weird energy coming through here. Like I'm not even gonna say, like some of you guys could have been in very abusive situations, emotional abuse, and maybe because it wasn't physical abuse or physical neglect, like you're just thinking like, you know, like I don't understand why I feel this way. But when you go back, you're like, you know, this person wasn't really treating me the way that they should have been. And I know life is all about coulda, shoulda, woulda, but this is, I want to get some clarifiers for this, source. May I please have a clarifying energy for this? Yeah. Okay, so this could have been from your childhood, but this could have also been a sexual partner, somebody that you were involved with intimately, and that's all they wanted was sex, or that's all they treated you as, is like a sexual partner and nothing more. But they like kind of lead you on. Like this is like being, like I said, it's like not like it was abusive energy, but it was still toxic energy. It was still like really, like you're like, well, we had good times together, it's not like anything bad was happening. Like maybe they weren't a narcissist, but this person could have just been with you for sex, or trying to get sex from you, or, you know, trying to just be physical with you and not wanting to give you more. This could have been, like, this feels very recent. This feels very recent, or like within the last year, kind of recent, you know, like very much in this. Yeah. I can't. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse with the Lover underneath that. And the Lover is more about a decision. Like you had to decide whether to stay in this situation, to stay in this hurtful situation. And this could be other things. This could be about passion too. This could be a passion project that maybe you realized you weren't as passionate about. I am getting a connection, but they just showed me that this could be like a passion project that you were really into, that you're just realizing you weren't as passionate as you thought about it. And it was more like you were putting in all this work, but you weren't getting any recognition for this passion project that you had. And you weren't even really getting any fulfillment from it. And you had to decide, is this really what I want to do? Or is there something else? For those of you that were in a connection, it was like you kind of had to be brought into this place where you realized it wasn't going to go where you wanted it to go. Like you may be developing feelings, or you may have developed feelings for this person and realized, wow, like I could really fall in love with this person. I could really, you know, build something with this person if they just let me in. But no matter what, they just never really let you in. It was like, I'm getting this sense like they would always take you to a hotel, or they'd always call you late at night, or it was like always very secretive type energy is what's coming through here. It's like maybe this person could have a family on the side. You know, again, like I said, this could be a passion project too coming through, and it's just like this passion project was more like built out of fear. Like you did this because you were afraid that you weren't going to have maybe money, or maybe you were afraid you weren't going to get what you needed, or maybe you were afraid that things aren't going to work out for you. And it's like the more you keep doing it, you realize this isn't just like it's fun, it's cool, like it's just not what I expected or what I had in mind, really, and you're realizing it's like you just didn't really like that energy. I don't think I'm doing the right thing. I don't think I'm going the right way. I don't think so. It's like it's so much so. I know we're talking about blessings. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get into it. It's so much so that whatever this situation is, it forced you into making a decision. Do I stay? Should I stay or should I go now? Right? Like that's the energy here. It's like, should you stay in a situation that is kind of like, I could do this, but it's not what I want. I'm going to settle. I don't want to settle, but you know, like, I don't know what else is out there for me. That's why they wanted me to read this quote to you. That's so weird. I just made this cup of tea right before your guys' reading. The unknown is where all outcomes are possible. Enter it with grace. Like, I just wanted some tea. It's like, I'm tired of coffee. Like, I've been trying. It's Saturday. Today is the sacrifice day. And so I'm sacrificing my cup of coffee. And I'm like, I'm going to drink some tea. And I feel like that is so symbolic for your guys' reading here. Because, like, you're feeling like you have to sacrifice something in lieu of something that may be healthier for you, right? Like, tea is not as bad as coffee. In fact, it's much, much healthier for you. It offers a lot of benefits for you, right? And coffee is more like that caffeine boost that's coming in. Yes, there's a reason for this, guys. It's just everything is so symbolic when you think about it. You're talking about going into the unknown, and it's like right now, it's like you've been working on something for a long time. You've had a lot of energy that you put in it, whether this is a project, this could be something at work, this could be a relationship. You guys have put a lot of time and effort into it, but what you didn't realize is that maybe you got involved in it with an ulterior motive. Not a bad thing. Not like you were being manipulative. But there was an underlying thing that maybe you hadn't realized yet, right? Like maybe you were okay with friends with benefits when this started, but now you realize you want a relationship. You knew that when you got involved with them, but you may not have consciously knew that, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing bad to this. I'm not calling you guys terrible people. Even people who do seemingly awful things are not terrible people. We're all just human. Sometimes we don't know what we want until we get involved in a situation. We're like, oh, I know what I don't want. And this is kind of like, that's the energy that's coming through. It's like you got involved in it and now you're like, this is not what I want. 11:01 on the clock. So you guys are deciding right now, do I move forward into something that I'm not familiar with and take a chance, take a risk? What's that song? Take a chance on me the first time around. I don't know why. You guys, songs, music, all these synchronicities coming through here, but you guys are trying to find balance. Like, how do I balance the situation out? How do I approach this, right? So what is the blessing that's coming here is clarity and confidence. Confidence in your intuition. This is something you guys have been questioning for a while, is your intuition or your inner knowing or what you feel like you're being called to. It doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual. This doesn't have to be a spiritual path, but this could be like, maybe you guys applied for something. You're wondering, is this the right direction for me? Now you're not going to have to worry about that. It's going to be like, you're going to feel it within, the gut feeling. You're going to be like, okay, this is what I really want. This is what I want to do. This is where I want to go. And being able to realize that maybe you were just letting people bully you into things that they wanted without really having the courage to say what you wanted. And like I said, it could have been an unknown. This could have been an unknown energy too. So for some of you guys, this is definitely something you didn't realize until after. And having the courage to say that does take so much courage. I just want you guys to know, like, I am definitely acknowledging that takes a lot of courage, especially if you've connected with someone and you told them that this was okay in the beginning, but now that we're like knees deep in, you know, I realize this is not okay for me. I realize this is not something that I want to do. And so what's going on here, it's like you guys are going to be given the strength. You guys are going to find strength of your own character is what I hear here. And you guys are going to be able to speak on what it is that you desire and not back down from that. You know, it's like, I was talking with a family member recently and they have a situation. I'm not going to go into it with you guys, but I want to give you guys an example. They have a reason for not wanting to get into this situation. Like it's a much deeper situation than what they had originally said. And I know that probably makes no sense. It's all right. But just like this, right? Like, it's like you guys started out, maybe this was a friends with benefit situation, and now you want something that's permanent, but they don't. And so take it from like this my family member was on the other side of that. Like, they didn't want something more serious. It has nothing to do with the relationship. This is just the example. Well, so what they came to me with is they're like, well, I don't want to. And then they gave me this huge explanation as to why they don't want to. And I'm sitting there looking at them and I was like, okay, so what happens when that's not a good enough excuse to whomever you need to take this to? And they're like, well, because, and then they gave me another explanation. And so I kept asking, I said, what happens when this becomes, it's not a good enough excuse? And they're like, well, I don't know. And I said, so you feeling this way is not reason enough? And that made them stop for a minute. And they're like, well, I mean, it should be, but. And I said, there's no buts. I said, when you start to put stipulations on how everybody else is going to approach you, that's when you start to talk yourself out of situations, rather than just saying, this is what I want, and that's okay. Not saying like, I'm going to use your friends with benefit situation. I want a relationship because, no, there is no because. Just saying, you know what? I know when I got initially involved with you, I said this was okay, but as we go, I'm developing feelings for you. And I understand that's not something that you're willing to give right now. But for me, I want a relationship. So we need to either figure out, is this a deal breaker for both of us? Is this something that we can work through? And don't let them drag you on it either. That's the other thing here. It's like, because if you say, well, you know, what do you think? And they're like, give me some time. And then give me some time turns into them not answering you. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you give them time and you ask them again and they say, give me some more time, you pretty much have your answer. You're like, okay, you know what? I can't sit around and wait, because I want a relationship, and I'm going to go ahead and go find a relationship. So I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to throw in the towel, right? You see, you have to set those boundaries, and that's exactly what's coming to you. And so it's just interesting, because it's kind of like, is something that like my family member was going through. And I was just kind of like, wow, like that's really tough, because not everybody wants to listen to your point. Not everybody wants to agree that your point is valid, because so many people only see their point as valid. But there's two people here, so that means there's two opinions, two experiences, two perspectives, two valid feelings in this, no matter if those feelings clash or if they mesh. So that's the thing here. It's like I'm telling you, pile 2, is that you don't have to have an excuse here. May I please get one more clarifying for what the blessing is coming in for pile 2? Because you guys are, yeah, I can't make it up. Your intuition. I know I said it's not very spiritual, and intuition isn't necessarily spiritual. It's something that we develop in the spiritual community. You definitely get really in tune with it. You definitely get really in touch with how you feel, how things feel to you. More or less, intuition is all about how we feel in our heart of hearts, and you guys are connecting with that part of yourself in your heart of hearts. What feels right for me? What feels good for me? What do I want to do? And not even having an excuse or an explanation as to why you want to do it. Just because you want to do it is enough. That's it. And so you guys are not going to be reading into the past anymore. You're not going to be reading into past situations. You're going to see these past situations as a lesson, as experience for you guys to get here where you've gotten. And that's so beautiful. And you guys are letting go of people who just want to emotionally drain you for their own benefit. This people who only want you for physical, they only want you in their life because they don't have anything to give you, and they're energy vampires, you know, whatever it is. And this is going to help you guys cleanse your energy and become emotionally fulfilled and balanced in what it is that you guys are approaching. I'm going to put those there. I'm going to see what's on the bottom of your deck first. Yeah. This was an impulse move for you guys. And it's, you guys, we have illusions and sickness. You guys could be getting sick from being around this situation. This could be causing you guys to have multiple colds. This could be stomach indigestion. I'm not trying to be too forward here, but you guys could have, the bubble guts. Okay. All right. I'm not laughing about it. I'm just trying to be like not so crass when I'm trying to explain this, but no, they're like giving me that, like the bubble guts, like, diarrhea type energy. You guys could get diarrhea. You guys could get nauseous after being with this person. And it's just an illusion because this person's super toxic and they want to control you. And so this is the only way that they've found that they can control you. Or even the situation, if this is a project, it's like the more you show up for this project, the more exhausted you get, or the more you like come up with excuses as to why you don't want to do it, or the more you want, and you're not realizing that this is just not a situation that you're meant to be in, right? When you begin to feel into those things, you're going to realize like, whoa, this is a cycle I have to bring to an end here. You guys could see 999 a lot, but there's something that's about this that's super toxic. So this is a connection. This person is definitely sleeping around. I'm not here to so that you guys go in, well, my tarot reader said, no, back up, guys. No, this is just so you know, and that might not resonate with everybody, but if they're not emotionally involved or if all they want is FWB, like chances are, guys, I experienced a whole 2.5 years of my life like that. When we slept around with, we didn't sleep just with one person. Like that was it. We were friends with benefits. It was like, oh, hey, the booty call for tonight. That's the type of energy that's coming through here. I understand that, right? And it's like you guys did this on an impulse thing because you didn't want to be alone, or maybe you took this project on an impulse thing. Like I was saying, like at the beginning is because of a fear. There's like a fear that's backing this. Well, the fear is coming to fruition and to a head here. And as it's coming to a head, you're seeing it as it's manifesting in your life. And you're saying, oh, that's not what I wanted at all. No, that's not at all what I thought it was going to be. So I want to ask the dice before we get into your guys' oracle cards. What can pile 2 expect from relying on and trusting their intuition in this? Because they're making it very clear this is very much intuition energy coming through. So, Source, what can pile 2 expect from this energy of trusting their intuition, moving forward in life along with their blessing? Remember, blessings not always a monetary thing. Blessings are everything. Spiritual enlightenment, leaving a toxic situation, a deeper understanding, a new perspective. We have to get out of this idea that blessings are only monetary or love. There's so much more. There's so much more to life, okay? So, Source, what can pile 2 expect moving forward from this trust of intuition? Okay. Ooh, you guys got some good energies coming through here. Okay, so how this is going to affect you, or I should say, where this is going to affect you emotionally is your groups and your friends. Yeah, so we have 11th house energy here, and that's ruled by Aquarius. That's all about, humanitarian, giving to people. So this is definitely speaking to those of you guys that started a project and was getting into this. Maybe you wanted to help people, but this isn't how you wanted to help people. Like there's something else to it. You want to help people in a different type of way. This is that social awareness. Like you guys are becoming socially aware of what's coming out. Why did you impulsively jump into this situation if it was a connection or whatever? Like that's how it's going to affect you. This is more affecting you guys in the way of you guys are going to be acutely aware of your discernment. And you guys are going to be able to really lean into that. And this is a gift from Source. Like they're really pointing that out to me right now. I heard it very clear. Gift. This is my gift to you. So we are talking about blessings, right? And blessings are absolutely a gift. And this is Source coming in and saying, you put up with enough of these people who just aren't on the same vibrational level as you. And this is a gift of discernment that I'm giving to you so that you can move forward and have that clarity moving in your life. You guys are also being protected from a situation. Like if you stayed longer in this situation, or if you were just unaware of the situation longer, it would have really done some damage, like some suffering, some hurt, some internal, like discord. And because you guys are moving on, this is interesting. This has kind of been a theme so far in the readings, is this magnetic energy. It's like because you guys are moving on, you're going to start getting recognized for the work that you've done. It's almost like this situation over here is like clouding your light. Whether that's a project or a lover or friend, whatever the situation is, it's like clouding your light. And so it's like as you move on from this and you begin to listen to your intuition even more, suddenly it's like you become magnetic and people are like, oh, pile 2, what have you done? Have you cut your hair? Have you lost weight? Did you change your style? And you're going to be like, no, none of those things. And maybe you did, but that's not what it is. It's because you guys are becoming super magnetic, and this is like your wishes are coming through here. So it's like maybe you didn't realize it for a while, but you guys could have a platform too. They're showing me it's like you guys could be connected via TikTok. You could be connected via Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, any of those, guys. You could have a YouTube as well, but they're just saying like there's this person or this energy in your energy, whatever it is, or this project. Again, I keep getting a connection, guys, so if I keep going back to the person, just understand that you can interchange that for project. But whatever it is, they're in your energy and they're draining you so much, and you're realizing this. And as you realize this, it's like all of a sudden you guys are getting fulfillment in an entirely different way than you've ever had before, which is absolutely gorgeous. This is so beautiful for you guys. Now, we do have, for your signs, we have Leo energy coming through, right? And that's more or less connected to the emotions that are going to be invoked in this. Like, so you think about Leo, and Leos are all about the sun and the drive, right? Like the drive of life. Like they're ruled by the sun, and they like to play, and they like to be out in the public eye, and they like to have attention, and they aren't necessarily attention seekers, but for some reason people love to gather around them. It's like that's because that's that charismatic energy that they have. They're very happy, and they like glamour, and they're outgoing, and they're warm, and they're artistic, and it's like this is something that's pointing to fame for me here for you guys. So some of you guys, because of this situation and walking away and listening to your intuition, going onto your path of purpose, you guys are actually coming up into a place of connecting with what it is that you've been meant to do this whole time. Like, like what it is that's going to bring you luck. Leos are very fiery energy, right? This is healing the inner child too. I got that with this over here. I don't know if I said it earlier. I meant to, but if I didn't, I apologize. But this could have been something that happened when you were a child. I think I did, because we were talking about the mother wound. And so it's like you guys are healing that discord from your child, your inner child. And because of that, it's like you guys are coming up into this beautiful place of leadership, and people are just going to be drawn to you. Very good luck, like good luck energy, right? Super good luck energy. And then it's like you have your planet, which is more or less connected to the overall situation, the influence that's going to be there, your actions, the circumstances that are coming through. And you guys want to talk about blessings. You got the planet of luck, Jupiter, right? It's like growth and abundance. You guys are talking about optimism. This is ruled by the Sagittarian sign. They're all about exploring, and they're super fun, and they like to be the life of the party. This is finances coming through. You have happiness. You guys could be traveling soon. You might be going to foreign lands. Jupiter is all about growth via foreign lands. Like when you go to another city, when you go to another country, another country, when you guys get out of your state, like going far away, and that's where growth happens. So this could definitely be that you guys are going to be traveling soon. It didn't come up in your cards, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. The dice are great. Like, I love the dice. They're so cool. It's a neat situation. but we're talking about like having your honor repaired. And it's like Source is saying, like, we know that you guys are very integrous people. Like, you guys have a lot of integrity. I think that's the right word, integrous. But you guys have a lot of integrity. You guys are very honorable in the way that you approach life, and we're restoring that honor. And we're showing you that we've listened and we've seen and we've watched you as you've healed and you've grown and you've dealt with these terrible situations, and still somehow you've dealt with them with grace and with poise and with, you know, elegance. And that is something that's worth rewarding here. And so you guys have kept your morality in the situation, even with something that may not feel like that, right? And so yeah, you guys are going to get some kind of goodwill coming through here. There's something that Source is generously giving you. I know that doesn't really tell you a whole lot into it, but honestly, guys, for many of you, it's just meant to be a surprise. For others of you, it is that connection and that fellowship. And for others, it is going to be this healing of the inner child and just being able to help heal others from that. So let's get some oracles out on it real quick. So Source, what are the oracles for pile number 2 here? Whoa, okay, you guys are getting 2 of these, I guess. They came flying out. We have equality coming through here, number 14 with seahorse, and 42 happiness dolphin underneath that. Yeah, so something definitely revolving around your guys' happiness is coming through here. It's like you guys have just been, I feel like it's not that you're not happy people. I feel like you guys have just been hanging by a thread. Like, it's, wow. I apologize. That went flying under my laptop, so I have to get that. Just a second. I'll be right back. Okay. That was so, it went so far under my laptop. I'm just going to get one of those because you guys got 2 of the others. But, I guess whatever I was telling you guys, I wasn't meant to tell you, so because I really don't remember. We have cardinal signs on the bottom here. We have instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn here coming through. Yeah, you guys. So, okay, so whatever it was that you guys were going through was just definitely difficult. And it's like you guys, it's not like you're not happy people. You are. But it's like you guys have just been hanging on. It's like, oh, I'm just hanging on by a thread. Like, I'm just trying to make it through. And it's like, you know, I'm trying to put on face, right? And it's like, you still showed up. You still have kept going. It's like, despite everything that's happened, you've still continued to do what you knew was right to do for you. Even though it's like, nothing seemed to change on the outside. And it's like, that comes to an end here. And so that's what they want you to know. So there's somebody in your energy. Yeah, here we go. I do not feel like I can keep up with your hustle. So instead of being honest, I self-sabotage, which hurt you as well. So that could be for those of you guys that are involved in with a like this situation. Like I said, it keeps feeling like a friends with benefits. Maybe you didn't know it was a friends with benefits, but it is. And, you know, you're finding things out. You're seeing the red flags. You're seeing how things are not working out. Like, hope is never mere, not even when it is meager. Yes, number 45, which is 9. This is Source coming in saying, let me help you out with that, Beck. This is that energy of saying, basically what I was saying is like, it's not that you're not a happy person. It's just like, you're just barely hanging on by a thread. It's like, hope is never mere, not even when it is meager. It's like, it's been super meager. Like, there hasn't been a whole lot of it, but you've never lost hope. You've kept going. You've kept showing up. You've kept trying to do what you know you needed to do. And now you're going to be rewarded, right? It's like holding on until we can't hold on anymore, and keep holding on until we can't hold on anymore, and keep holding on until we can't hold on anymore. Well, you've done that 1,000 times. And it's like this question, how long do I got to keep holding on? And so, yeah, we have crazy beautiful. She can't help but amaze me. So this is for those of you guys involved in a connection. This person does think you're beautiful. Like, they really are entranced by your energy, but they're not in a place where they can give to you the way that you want them to. I'm sorry I let our flame die out. I did not know what you really meant to me. See, that's exactly what happened. It's kind of like you guys have realized that things just aren't quite like what they used to be in the beginning, or they're just not, like, it's just not where you wanted it to be, or they're just maybe not even coming forward. Maybe this is you guys waiting on a connection, but it does feel like this is somebody you're connected with. And it's just not working out like what you thought it would. And so they're just saying, like, I'm sorry, you know, I'm the one that was the one, I let everything die out. Like, you kept trying. And I just want you to know that you're amazing to me. And, you know, all they can really say right now is I'm sorry, because sometimes there's no good excuse. We get so caught up in the 3D world that there's really no excuse except that we're living in a 3D world and we're all being superhuman. Not superhuman, super pause human. We're just being like really human in our moments. And sometimes that creates a situation where we might not make positive choices, right? So we have number 20 here. It says, no one can show you the way. You have to find that for yourself. That's so beautiful. That's what you guys are learning. It's like whatever happened, you got involved in it out of fear, right? Out of a fear of, oh, I'm, you know, doing this because it'll bring me money fast, or it'll create stability fast, whatever it was, right? Or it'll be love fast, whatever it is. And you're realizing, no, like that's everybody else's thought process. That's not my thought process. And you're learning that. We have number 26. It says, if you look at 0, you see nothing. If you look through 0, you see the whole world. Robert Kaplan. Yeah, so it's like you guys have changed your perspective. It's like you're seeing things now as they are. Like maybe for a while you were just upset and you were like, oh, poor me, oh, poor me, oh, poor me. And now you're like, you know what? I'm tired of being in this energy of like, oh, poor me. And I want to change that because it's not serving me, right? Yes, I love that you guys got, okay, I want to show you the synchronicity here. We have number 39, which is Peacock Prosperity, right? You see that? And if you guys look in her hair, she has a peacock feather around her face and her hair right here. I love this synchronicity here. So yeah, there's prosperity coming, which we did see with the dice. And freedom, horse, number 24, balance. Look at this. Getting away. I'm getting away. I'm getting out of this situation. I don't need to stay stuck in this situation anymore. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of Dodge, right? You guys got the moon in reverse that started your reading, and we got the moon in your oracle cards, which is satisfying emotional needs, your nurturing of self and others. Super synchronistic for you guys. I love this. And so it's like just about learning how to deal with those deeper emotions. Like, again, it's like, if you want a relationship, again, this is just the experience. If you want a relationship, there doesn't need to be an excuse as to why that's what you want. That's just what you want. And if this person's not going to give that to you, that's okay. Maybe it's someone else who will. And can you be okay with that? Even if this person has held a label in your life as to, you know, we're in a very labelizing time right now, guys. Like everybody's labeling everybody else and it has to fit this label. If it doesn't fit this label, then there must be something wrong with me. And get out of the labels. Get out of the labels and come back to what you want. And what you want is what you want. And it doesn't have to be exactly the way that you thought it was going to be, right? So, all right, let's read this card. She feels, she knows, number 22. This card is really difficult for me because the art on it looks like she just got done with a very abusive situation. And this was one of the first cards that came out for me, and it was after I had left my very abusive ex. And so this card kind of hits home for me, guys. I just want you to know just the energy that comes from it. I feel like I need to say that out loud right now for you guys. So some of you guys are dealing with a very awful situation, and you're just not sure, but as soon as you follow your intuition, you're going to understand some things. It says an illumination is erupting from within you as a vision that is bringing what was once obscured into clarity. Isn't that what I was saying in this reading? It just wasn't once clear and now it is, right? I love this. This is not likely to happen as a blinding, shocking insight, but more as a softer, gentler knowing. It is like knowing something without understanding exactly when or how you came to understand it. This insight will assist you, and you are asked to honor it. You will know which insight it is at the right time. Your heart will tell you. You are therefore being asked to rely upon the clarity that is coming to you now, or just has recently come. Gently but firmly, from that place of knowing, intend to act and take your next steps forward. This comes to you with guidance, particularly about a long-range or long-term development. Something that is far bigger than an immediate situation, issue, or moment is of importance. Although you will have a dim sense of that possibility at best, the situation you find yourself in right now may not be one of joy, but in time you will understand more of the bigger picture. You will come to see why things are happening as they are and how you are being helped on the next stage of your path. Even though it may look like an obstacle right now, you're being asked to think in terms of long-term happiness. Sometimes this warrants change or even temporary restrictions in the short term. You can see how the present can possibly become what you sense the future to be. This is relevant. Let's see. Okay, this message is especially relevant. Through the natural process of transformation, great leaps are indeed possible. You simply must be prepared to surrender into the process with absolute trust. This is specific guidance. The situations in your current life are particularly geared towards a more significant manifestation that is coming to you according to your life path and purpose. This is a stage of preparation and of building a foundation that will hold you strong and centered as your creative journey unfolds and your life path becomes ever more brilliant and luminous. So keep plugging away, remain patient, but most of all be hopeful and trust in the light you sense ahead of you, for it is the light that is within you, simply revealed more fully. And all that is happening now is happening to that end. And we talked about how the situation is like dimming your light somewhat, you know, and it's like being able to sit in what's going on and really go back to how you were before, or you know, I guess it's not really like that. It's like going back to what you want. That's what it is. It's going back to what it is that you desire and understanding that that's okay that I desire this. That's okay that I want this. And not having to jump into things just because of fear, whatever they may be, whether that's a position, a project, a love situationship, whatever it is, just knowing that good things come to those that wait. Okay? Beautiful reading overall. You guys are on a wonderful path. I think you guys are in a place where maybe you're just now coming to realize how truly beautiful of an individual you are. And if that is the case, and if you're not there yet, once it comes, just really relish in that and allow yourself to experience that, because that's part of what this journey is learning how wonderful we are as people. So I love you, Pile 2. If this resonates, hit that thumbs up button down below. Leave a little horse emoji in the comments to let all those that were in Pile 2 know that we made it to the end. Subscribe to the channel. Set the notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. I will post every other Wednesday for now at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That may change at the beginning of the year. We don't know. So keep that in mind. But until next time, I will see you guys soon. I love you. Bye. Welcome, pile number 3, to your reading. This is what blessings are coming to you. So this is for those of you guys that chose the image on the thumbnail for pile number 3, or for those of you that were here in the intro of the video for ones that chose Come to Life, number 43, this card right here. This reading is for you. Keeping in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what does not. If it does resonate, hit that thumbs up button down below. Leave a little monkey emoji in the comments so that way our other pile 3s know that you guys are here. Awesome. So once I figure out what's going on with the blessings that are coming in for you, or the blessing, I guess it's just one blessing that we're going over right now. So once I figure out what the blessing is that's going on for you guys, I will ask the Astro Dice for some more energy in regards to that. We'll definitely see what the question is, because it's been different for all 3 piles. What the question is for that time and what's going on with that. We'll get some more clarifiers for that. Do have the clarifying cards here for you guys. We've got our oracles picked out over here. I do already have your 3 cards picked out here. So I've only seen one. It flipped over when I was shuffling. The other 2 I will figure out while we're here. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. A lot of Wands energy to begin with. Yeah, okay. Okay, pile 3. I'm going to get a little bit more information in regards to this once we get going. But the energy that's coming through here, something did happen. Something good happened for you. And you got a little bit Like you guys had a blessing of someone coming in trying to build something with you. This is not love. This is like business partnerships. Okay, so if you guys haven't had something like this happen, you may resonate with one of the other two piles, right? They've all been so different. But this is actually a business partnership that came in. This is somebody who was going to help you build, or wanted to help you build, and wanted to help you be bigger than what you are. And it was like you kind of were controlling it a little bit, and you guys ended up creating a karmic situation where this is like being controlled by your fears energy, okay? This is like being impulsive. Now, it's not a bad thing, okay? We're going to get into it. Like I said, just because it seems negative does not mean it's a bad thing. Because it means that there was something that was left behind, or there was a lesson that was learned from it that is good, okay? But right now you're being depicted as the Empress in the reverse with the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands in my deck is not about communication like it is the Rider-Waite-Smith. The Eight of Wands in my deck is more about, in the upright, it is about control. It's about taking control over somebody else. This is about wanting to control a situation because of fear, anxiety, hurt, suffering, something that you've experienced from the past, okay? It is a lot deeper than that, but that is just a Reader's Digest version of what the Eight of Wands in my deck means, okay? So you have this energy here where you had an alliance that came in, but it was like because you were afraid you couldn't maybe offer money. I don't feel like this is money. I feel like this is more like making sure that things go the way that you want them to go. This is a very interesting energy. This is very odd. And it's like, because it couldn't go the way that you wanted it to go, maybe the partnership didn't last, or maybe the partnership is waning right now. Okay, let me get some clarifying information in regards to this. Source, can you please clarify this controlling impulsive energy over here for pile number 3? What is this? Yeah, partnership. You had something good. This was something that was stable, but maybe you had something from the past. This is like a fear from the past that keeps coming up. It's making itself known, which is interesting because it's like in this card, if you look at this card come to life, it's like you're painting yourself into existence, right? It's like you're black and white and you're actually adding color like to your life now. And it's like there's somebody here that's adding color into your life, that's adding some sense of stability and growth, and yet there's like this underlying fear right now that's kind of making you like, do I be impulsive about it? Do I do this? So maybe you haven't done anything yet, but this is like energy that's coming through. Can I please, let's see, partnership, friendship. You guys have got almost every one of my partnership, like not lovers. This is not love. This is like business or friends or connections. Like this is other than love, right? This is not a loving relationship, like a romantic relationship. Doesn't mean there's not love involved. This is like somebody who either wants to build business with you, which we have depicted here, or this is somebody who wants to be a part of your life, but it's like you feel like they're not offering you something because in the past you've been the one that's always given all the love. Can I please get one more card to clarify this, Source? May I please have one more card to clarify this? Whoa, okay, so they gave me 2. Yeah, you're repressing. I love this. I love this. We have the Empress coming out in the upright, okay? And we have the Strength card in the reverse here. This is a repression of energy here. You guys have a business. This is, your blessing is coming in now. Okay. This is a warning. I wasn't understanding exactly where they were going through this, but now I do. I see that this is a warning. Okay. You guys are not like giving yourself credit for how much you've grown and how you've built discernment. And so somebody's coming in to offer you a partnership somewhere along the line. You guys maybe have your own business. Maybe you have you have a social media account, or you're an influencer, or this could be, I heard a book, I heard a firm. Somebody wants to open a firm, some type of firm. This could be a technical firm. This could be a lawyer, like a law firm, a mechanic, I heard. Okay, so you guys get the drift. This is something that has to do with business. You guys maybe have your own online business, or you guys have something that you're trying to build from the ground up. And somebody's coming in. Your blessing is this partnership. That's the blessing. The blessing is your partnership. But what's happening here is there's this fear that's arising within you that maybe this has happened in the past, where somebody's like, I want to help you build, but they had ulterior motives. Okay? And you guys suffered because of that. And so right now on your mind, you're thinking, this person just wants to gain something from me. They're not actually here because they care about me or because they see the value in what I do. They just want to gain something from me. And the truth is that this person actually truly does see your value. They see what you have to offer. And it's the repression of this energy from the past that's keeping you in this, not feeling like you're strong enough to become the Empress, like to embody this Empress energy and saying, like, I can make the decision with my life. I don't have to worry about things because I attract things to me. Like, you're very scared to receive in this energy because you thought you were receiving before. And it turns out that those people, like, this feels like multiple people. My heart space just started hurting. Oh my gosh, they broke your heart, guys. I am so sorry. I am so sorry you had to go through that. Especially when it's like you really trust somebody, or you trust multiple people to you, like, it's not just a one-sided thing. Like, you weren't trusting people just to help get you up off your feet. You know, it's like you were trusting that you both fell down and you were going to help each other up. And then it was more or less they used your strength to stand up on their own 2 feet, and then they kicked you to the curb type energy. That's what's coming through here. And it's like you guys, you learned from that. Like, you have learned a lot from that. But it's like, if you guys don't honor the fact that you experienced that and that you've learned and you've grown in discernment, you could potentially let go of a good partnership here, somebody that actually wants to help you grow. And so Circe is saying, yeah, you are strong. You're strong to see what situations are not good for you, or situations that are going to keep you stuck in a like without growth, right? That are going to keep you stagnant. You've learned that, oh my gosh, you guys have, so I'm hearing right now, like, when you still cheat and you lie, like, that's like the people who have treated you like that. They've stole, they've cheated, they've lied to you. And it's all of these energies that have turned you into a boss, and you don't see that. You're not seeing that right now. Like, you're not in this place of, it's like working so hard and not acknowledging how far you've come, right? It's like being in this energy of, like, I've done so much. I've done so much, and I'm going to keep doing so much because I choose not to fail. Like, this is like, no matter how many times I get knocked down, I'm going to get back up. But it's also made you super cautious about the people when people come and approach you about things that are in your life. And they're saying that's okay. It's good to be cautious. But there are times when there are gifts that are being brought to you, blessings that are being brought to you in the form of help. And if you're overly cautious, you'll actually miss out on that help that's being sent to you. I want to get a clarifying card, Source. Can you please give me a clarifying card on the person or the kind of help that's coming through for pile number 3? And please get a card that's going to, is that the one? I'm going to get that one out and see if that's the one you want. And please get a card that's going to clarify the person or the help that's coming for pile number 3, Source. Yeah, that's the card they wanted. I know what it is, guys. The energy that's with this card is so beautiful. It is somebody that's family. This is soul family, soul tribe that's coming in. This is someone who's meant to be in your life. This could be a family member that's coming in. We have the card out for extended family. Like happiness, merriment, joy. This is you guys letting go of karmic situations. This person cares deeply about you. This person loves you so much. And I'm about to cry. I'm sorry, guys. And they see how far you've come and what you've done. This person's been watching you for some time. And it's like this energy of just, I'm tired of pile 3 struggling. I'm tired that no matter what, it seems like they get knocked down. I'm tired that no one wants to stand up for them. And even family members have done this to you in the past. And so when they come through, whether this is a family member by blood, an extended family member, you know, from the extended family, or if this is soul tribe, it's just that energy of like, I've been knocked down by everybody so many times. Like I trusted too easily. And it's like this person is going to be super, super patient with you. You have to allow yourself space to let them show you that they're trustworthy. Okay, you have to allow them to come to you in this energy instead of shutting them out. Let them come to you and show you that they are here for you. They are here to help you. This is somebody who's going to be a partner in life. This is like, I heard a partner in crime. I'm so sorry that you guys had to struggle so much. Sometimes there are just some seemingly really unfair situations for people. But remembering that some of the hardest situations birth some of the most incredible leaders and people who will help others and people who will help heal the discord in the earth. And I have no doubt, Pile 3, that you are one of those people. Give this person a chance and remember that it is okay to build trust, to not just trust 1,000% once they come into your life, to let them show you that they mean business. Okay? But not so much so that you cut yourself off. You know, I hear that song. Oh, I think she'd say, what is it? I think she'd say, I want you to live like the world's on fire. Want you to love like hearts don't break. Never look down when you walk the wire. Like she made it. She made it to 40 to make your birthday cake. I think that's how it goes. Something like that. The point is that don't be afraid to live. Don't be afraid to love. Even if life has put you down, even if love has broken your heart, it's time to live like the world is burning to the ground. And it's time to love like your heart won't break, because you've come into a position in your life now where it won't. It's not to say that their heartbreak won't happen, but you've come into a position in your life now where you're so strong emotionally and you're so strong internally that you guys deserve someone who's going to be there for you. Yeah, this is a perspective change. This is not a superficial connection. This is not somebody who has a problem with where you're at in life. This is somebody who wants to help you gain some sort of wealth in this life, whether that's financial abundance or just something materially. Like they want to see you succeed materially. Okay, like this person, I can't say that they're going to come in and bring money. Like, oh, hey, here you go. No, that's not, it's going to be different for everybody. But this person wants to partner up with you because they see your value. It's on the bottom of your deck. Yeah, you guys have had a lot of nosiness. And you've had to choose between people who are superficial and people who make you feel exhausted emotionally. And you've had to choose yourself every time. You've had to choose yourself every time because people in your life have just come in because it's like, I just want to know what pile 3 is doing. Hey, what is pile 3 getting into? I just want to know what pile 3 is doing. I want to see if I can copy pile 3. I want to see if I can stop pile 3 from doing what it is that they know how to do. You know, like, I want to show up pile 3. Like, there's all these energies that are coming through. It's like you guys have been through it with people. It's like you've learned how to trust yourself and to trust the grind and the hustle. And that bothers a lot of people. That does. But whoever this is that's coming in, they know how to grind. They know what it is to be disowned by people. They know what it is for people to just want to know what it is that they're doing just so that they have some sense of gossip. It's a lot of nosiness in your life, and I'm sorry about that. But that's what's made you so cautious about people. You've had to always choose yourself. Because in the past, everybody else has shown and proved to you that they're just here for superficiality. And we have 2 cards coming out for that. People who only want a leg in. They want to see you fail spiritually. Right? Whether that's conscious or unconscious, it doesn't matter. They want to see you fail. And you're just like, no. Like, I like this energy of I'm taking action. No matter how slow it takes. No matter how long it takes, no matter what it is that I'm doing, I'm going to get there slowly but surely. And that's the energy that's being rewarded here. It's like you've done it. You've gone the distance, and now there's only so far we can go by ourselves until we need someone. This could be recognition too, but that's not really the energy I'm getting. This is like one person that's coming in to really help you. It could be a love interest that's a friendship to begin with too, but I'm just, again, I'm getting like this is soul tribe. I mean, you know, take it how it resonates, guys. So let's ask the dice let's ask, actually, what I want to ask. What kind of changes is this person bringing to you, pile 3? That's what I want to ask. Wow, that just came flying out. I'm going to roll again. If it wants to be that, it'll come out again. So, Source, what kind of changes is this person bringing to pile 3 when they come in? Source, can you please tell us what kind of changes is this person bringing to pile 3 as they come in? What kind of changes is this person bringing to pile 3 as they come in? Right off the bat, this is somebody you're going to have a lot of fun with. Okay, we've got 5th house Aquarian energy and Mars. Yes, Mars. So, we have, okay, just a quick read here. You have fun. You have Aquarius energy is like humanitarian energy, friendship, close personal relationships, right? Like, or well, friendships. This is like friendships, people, like-minded groups, okay? Somebody who's on the same path as you. And how you take action in life with Mars energy, right? Mars is that very aggressive, action-oriented energy. This is also why you guys have had a lot of people be nosy in your life. I'll get more into the dice in just a second, but they're bringing this out for me right now. Why you've had so many people who have been really shoddy in the past is because they view you as competition, or they're like always comparing themselves to you. And so it's like, oh, well, if pile 3 can do it, then I can do it too, but I can do it better. And it's this very emotionally egoic energy that's coming through. And then they try to do what it is that you're doing, and they very quickly, they don't succeed. Okay, like obviously, you know that, they know this, we all know that they don't succeed. Why? Because they don't realize the amount of internal work that you've put in on yourself. So they're saying not to shut people out just because you've had people like this in the past. Otherwise, you'll shut out the people who are meant to be in your life that help you on your path, okay? So I'm just saying that's the one thing that's really coming through here. It's like people see your passion they compare themselves to you, and they're like, oh, I can do it better than you. You ever see those people in the movies, like the bad guys, like, oh yeah, but I do it better, and they never do. Like they never do. No, that never happens. That never happens that way. It's never gonna happen that way. It's always gonna be like that, right? Like, so all right, let's get more into the dice here. So we have 5th house, which is the natural ruler is Leo energy, right? This is all about fertility, pregnancy, or children. So we're definitely talking about the inner child here. You guys, like I said, this could be a love interest for some of you guys. That is a very small group of you guys, okay? I want you to understand this. This is for a very small group of you guys. Most of you guys, this is a friend or a partner that's coming in. This is like partnerships, okay? This is with your creativity, your hobbies, and your interests, okay? We're talking about, yes, romance, yes, dating. You guys could be dating someone, but that's not the main energy that I'm getting here. This could actually be somebody that you're going to build a family with, too. But, like I said, there's a very small group of you guys that this is going to be a love interest. But most of you guys, this is somebody that's coming in that you guys are going to build a friendship with. And you guys are going to be like 2 peas in a far-out pod, y'all. So be good with it, right? They're going to bring in joy and some new spirit to your life and help you with your self-expression. I feel like you guys get so choked up sometimes with your self-expression because you've just like never had anybody that's appreciated what it is that you brought. And so it's like when somebody actually appreciates you as a person, and that lets you be more of yourself each time rather than just trying to fight the current of everybody saying, oh no, you can't be yourself, right? Like, because that is a current. And you guys are just trying to surrender into who you are and your authenticity. And it's like everybody else is the one that's trying to fight against you. Excuse me, I need a drink. And it's that energy that you guys are, you know, it's like always just trying to, like, gosh, nobody appreciates who I am. I feel like I'm so alone. I feel like I'm always going to be an outcast. And it's like Source is trying to say here, no, like you're not. The blessing is we're bringing somebody in for you. Like this is somebody who's coming to you. You're not going to have to do anything for this person. Okay. So with Aquarian energy, we have, this is the life. So your house is more about like where you're going to be affected by this energy, like where it's coming. So this is definitely home life, right? Like not like at home. This is like your inner child. This could be children. This could be a love interest. This could be just with your hobbies and your interests in general, but mainly your self-expression. Okay, like that's the thing that's coming through here. So then we have the sign, right? And the sign is more attached to this, like how is it going to affect you? Like what's going to go on? What emotions are going to be involved in this situation? How are you going to feel? Okay. Well, all of a sudden, you have this Aquarian energy. They're very innovative, right? They're very progressive in life and futuristic. And so it's like you're going to feel like the future has hope again. And like, I'm not going to be fighting against it. I feel like this person is bringing a lot of intelligence into your life. So you're no longer going to feel like you're the one that's always giving advice. You're actually going to have somebody that gives that to you too. And you're just going to... I already heard it. I already felt it. That sigh of relief, like finally somebody gets it, right? This is somebody who's super friendly. Like this is going to change your whole outlook on people. It's like right when you almost lost hope in people, like they just come in and renew your hope, and that makes you feel a lot better. You feel kind of like you're going to be able to get into your quirky energies, and maybe you guys, like I said, like you guys may have a social media, and we have Aquarian energies connected with all things technological, right? Like phones, computers, the internet, social media. You have science, you know, anything that's like logical, sometimes like debate and stuff like that, right? But this person's going to help you with your ambitions. Like they're going to help you realize your true potential. And that's a beautiful thing. Like that's so powerful, right? So then we have that Mars energy, and this is more about like what's going to happen, what's going to go with the area that's affected. Well, we're talking about connections here, right? Partnerships. So what's going to be connected? What's going to be connected? Wow, I can talk really good. What's going to be affected? You have your actions, your circumstances, or the influences in regards to that. We were talking about competition, which is something that has already affected you greatly. in this situation. So it's like, this is like what's going on with the overall situation at hand. Well, suddenly you go from having people who are in competition with you, who are aggressive towards you, that somebody's helping you take action towards your passion, helping you see the courage in the situation. Now, we do also, again, just clarifying that for some of you guys, this is going to be a love interest that's coming in, because Mars is the sex, right? The drive, our sex drive. And so you have that, the sex and desire coming through here. This is also taking you out of that energy of being in survival mode all the time, and really being able to come into this place of self-assertion. Okay, this is something that's going to help you heal your whole body too. Like Mars is connected with our whole body, the whole body, right? So you're going to feel a lot better. You might have a lot more energy. You might just feel more motivated to do things that you haven't been able to. You guys are going to come up into this place of leadership for self, which will help you lead others. And you're going to be able to command what it is that you want in your life, the manifestations that you want to bring in. So this is all about like changing the ideas in your brain, right? We have Mars, which governs the brain. And this is all about changing that ideas that you have in your brain. And it's like reaching like the perception that you're seeing things in. And it's like realizing that you can manifest what it is that you want in life. So overall, this person is going to help you see that to take action and to be fully authentic as who you are is actually a very beautiful thing. And that's not something to fear in this life any longer. And you've already spent too much time fearing that. And the world needs your authenticity, you know? We're missing something if you're not able to be truly authentic. I love this flipped over, so I'm going to talk about it. We have number 14, which 5 is change. We have equality coming through. Seahorse, this person's on an equal level with you. This means that this person's done the work. What did I say? They're watching you from afar. Okay, so if this is a family member of this soul tribe, whoever it is, this person feels like a protector over you. Like they feel like, oh my gosh, pile 3 always gets the short end of the stick. They've seen you struggle, and they've seen you stand up in adversity. Like they've seen you actually survive the bad things and like come out more beautiful and stronger because of, look at how she's wearing this white dress. It's like they've watched you purify yourself in the bad things, in the hard things, in the struggles. Like they've watched you purify yourself. And this person is just like, they feel like they are like your protector. They feel like they owe you this, and they feel like, you know, like it's not even this is not like a aggressive energy. This is a very much like, if no one else is going to give pile 3 the chance because they can't see their value, I'm going to come through. It's not because they feel obligated to. It's like they're like, I'm coming through so I can show pile 3 their value. Right? Like that's what it is. This is not an obligation. This is something that's saying like, I'm tired of everybody else giving the short end of the stick to pile 3. And it's like maybe for a while they just thought that people would finally see who you are. And I think it's all about timing. Like no matter what, it's like maybe you're like, why didn't they come through earlier? It's because you, like if you look, she's looking away, right? She's looking towards the camera here, and they're behind. She doesn't even realize that they're there. And that's exactly why it's like this person, if they come through any sooner, and maybe they had, maybe they tried, you didn't realize they were there. There was no connection there. There was no like understanding of the importance of this person in your life. Yeah. And they're coming to bring in this sense of peace. We have number 1 here with gorilla and peace. And look at this beautiful picture. They're going to help you put down your mask, and they're going to help you put down this need to fight, to be so aggressive, right? We have that Mars energy coming through over here. It's like that aggressive energy that's coming out, right? And it's like they're helping you put that down. They're helping you realize you don't have to fight anymore like that. Why don't you just come and be peaceful and enjoy life, and I'll help you enjoy it. We'll help each other enjoy it. Like this person really sees you for who you are. It's like putting down the armor, taking off the mask, and being your authentic self, which is the expression of unconditional love. And it's like when you feel like you're fighting everybody in the whole world, like it's hard to come into that, right? It's hard to be that. It's hard to be that expression. Because it's just like, no matter where I turn, I feel like I got to put my dukes up because everybody's taking me to a boxing rink. And what you know, what can I do? You know, we have to also think about Mars rules Arian energy, and Mars also rules Scorpio energy too, right? And so it's like you have these two signs. Like, let's talk about Aries for a minute. When Aries is backed into a corner, like, they'll come out running and fighting like crazy, right? Like, all right, I guess we'll take those. Like, they get a little bit crazy, right? They're not, my brother was an Aries, and he was super, super aggressive when he got backed into a corner. And you think about that, they'll fight, you know, in an Aries, when they're passionate about something, they'll fight, and they'll fight until the death. And that's something that's very unique about an Aries. It's very beautiful about Aries, right? Then you think about Scorpios, and Scorpios are the same way, but Scorpios will sting you from afar, and that shit'll hurt. Excuse my language. But it does, it really hurts. And the thing is that they're very passive aggressive. Like, you have someone like Arian energy, which is very in your face aggressive. They're very, what's the word? It's right there on the tip of my tongue. Abrasive. Right? They're very abrasive. And then you have Scorpios, they're very passive aggressive behind the scenes. Like, I'm going to get you where it hurts, but I'm going to do it from a distance. Later on in modern astrology, they're now also ruled by Pluto. But you think about those initial energies being ruled by Mars, and they are very different from each other with that similar connection of that aggressive energy that comes through. You have Mars, which is ruled by Aries, the god. So we have water energy coming out for you guys, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. You have to be compassionate to yourself and really lean into listening to your intuition here. Because I think this person is going to kind of remind you of people of the past. And the difference is that they're all mirrors, right? Like, everybody that's been in your life has been a mirror. This person, including, is going to be a mirror, but what's new about this person is that the same thing. It's like you guys have both been on this very healing journey, or sometimes people don't get on the healing journey. They're more or less like have this energy about them that they suddenly come to the realization without healing. There's some people who come to this realization without healing. They just understand, they gain a different perspective through some kind of outside situation or through something internal. No one accepted and loved me the way that you did. It made me think you were playing games, so I played games with you. Now I know how real you are. This is how people were treating you. Like, people were really thinking you were a false individual, like you weren't who you said you were. And then that's why no one could keep up with you. Like, everyone was like, oh no, pile number 3, they're just the talkers. Like, they don't actually lean into what it is that they're trying to do. Right? And at the end of the day, it's like suddenly you started doing what you were saying, and you kept on with it, and you kept on with it. And it's like all these energies of people saying, oh no, pile 3, they're going to fail, they're going to fail. And they tried to keep up with you. And the minute they tried to keep up with you was the minute that they failed. And it's like, now no one can say anything because they're seeing you succeed, but everybody's all, what is it when people get too proud because they said too much and they know if they connect with you that things are going to come back. It was 34:43 on the clock, like that mirroring energy coming through, right? And it's like this energy of saying like, oh, we can't go in because what if pile 3 finds out about the things that we said? Like, they'll never talk to us again. And you know what? You probably would, and you might, who knows? The things that they said, though, were really ruthless. And the things that they tried to do to get you to fail were really ruthless. And it was all just a reflection of their own inner character because that's how you treated yourself at one point in time. So, yeah, for some of you guys, there is a marriage that's coming through here. Or maybe you were in a marriage. I'm not saying there is one coming in the future. That could be. Okay, again, I'm not here to predict the future. I'm here to help you guys with this now moment. And so, but they're saying here, marriage is a serious thing and should last forever. You don't just want to rush into it. We have number 30 up here, which is 3. And that's a number of expansion, creativity, growth. Your angels are with you, right? So what they're saying here is whatever the situation is before, it's like you would always rush into it. The only reason this is coming out, yes, maybe this is a connection. Maybe this is a relationship, a romantic relationship. But let's take that out here, okay? Yes, I know we're talking about marriage, but this is like talking about commitment. Commitment of the highest level. That's even friendships are the commitment of the highest level. Just because there's not a paper saying we're committed for life, friends, doesn't mean that it shouldn't be something that's just as serious as a marriage, because it should be. It means that we're taking each other's best interests and our own best interests and trying to really delve into that and make sure that we take care of each other. But it's not just one-sided, and you've been in one-sided situations for so long because maybe you just rushed into them. And so that's what this is saying here. Okay, let's read these. Then we'll go over the other cards. You guys had a few more cards come out than everybody else. Shh, I won't tell if you don't, okay? I'm just saying. Okay, so these are from my own oracle decks. You don't need the love of a partner. You want it. What you need is self-love and connection to source. Yeah, so for those of you like that, I'm the one that's the partner. It's me. I know it's me. They're just saying back up for a second. It's not necessarily you. Okay, they're just saying for some of you guys that is, but you don't need the love of a partner. You need a friendship, right? Like that's what you need the most here. And that self-love and that connection to source is really going to help you guys connect on a different level with people. Okay, and then for those of you that it says my heart is ready, is yours. So this person is ready to love this, whoever this person is, even if it's not a romantic relationship, they're just ready to love. And that's something that not everybody is ready to do, even friends, connections, not everybody's ready to love. And this person's ready to love because they're on the same level as you. 3737 as I'm saying that. We have love is not about being perfect. Love is about being perfect together, okay? Yes, this is the love deck that I have here, and it's interesting. You guys got some pretty, pretty good cards, because it's pretty rough. My love deck is not necessarily fun and fruity and happy all the time. There's some really rough cards in there, and so you guys got some of the more, easier cards. Let's just say that. So yeah, it's not about being perfect. They're not asking you to be perfect. This person's not asking you to be perfect. They know they're not perfect. They're not trying to be oh, we got to be something that we're not. No, they're saying, you know what? I think that we would make a good match. I think that we would be good together. I think that we would go far together. And that's a huge deal. We have 14 coming out again. So 14 may be a number you guys see often. So we are slow to believe that which if we believed would in turn hurt our feelings. So I feel like this is just confirmation for some of you guys. You want love so bad. You want everybody to say, you want readers to tell you that love's coming. Some readers will. They'll just tell you because it's what they want. You want to hear it. It's easier to gain followers for people who want to. They're hearing what they want to hear. I am not one of those readers. Okay, I cannot, I just can't. That's not how Source works. That's not how Source works through me. So, but this is also for those situations where you guys were hurt. It was that reminder that it was slow for you guys to believe that these people were not good for you. And then when you did, it hurt your feelings. It hurt really bad. It was like suffering. I love that this came out for you guys too. We have number 45. Hope is never mere, not even when it is meager. You guys have lost, what was I saying earlier? You lost all your hope in humanity. And that's what they're saying. Even just having the slightest hope in humanity has allowed you to still be open to receive this type of connection that's coming in. I'm not saying a romantic connection. Because I already hear you guys, oh, I'm getting love. I hear some of you guys, and not all you guys are like that, okay? There's a couple of people in this video that are watching it that are like, I'm the one that's getting in love. I'm the one that's having love coming. Every other tarot reader said love's coming to me. They're just saying, just keep an open mind, okay? That's why they keep bringing this up. It's just keep an open mind. If you guys limit yourself to how it could or how it should be, you hold off on what it could be, and the could be is much better than what you think it should be, because we don't always know what's best for us. Source does. Just saying. Yes, confirmation. Thank you, Source. We have Aquarius energy coming through again. Originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. We have this. You guys have climbed a mountain. It's look, you get to the mountain and then they're pouring the water out of this basin over somebody that's climbed on the mountain. That's exactly what's happening. It's Source is filling up your cup now. What a beautiful thing here. I'm done. I am seriously finished, guys. You were not going to believe this. House 5 came out, and that's the house that you guys got. House 5 and Aquarius. We had House 5, Aquarian energy, and Mars. If Mars is the next card, because you guys got 3 of these, I'm seriously going to get up and walk away. Because this is... Whoa. Whoa. Source, thank you so much. This is like so like confirmational about what this person is going to change in your life. They're going to help you be your authentic self. That's it. Like it's just, what more, like there's nothing more powerful than that. We have House 5, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. Look at this. Absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal energy. Look, you guys got House 5. You see it there? I don't know if I can get it. These dice are so light. That's why I don't show them on the camera, because it's like you can't really see it. But it's House 5. Aquarian energy. Look, this one's pink. I don't know if I can get it to focus. Okay, that one looked a little better. House 5 was hard to come out, though. And then Mars. I showed you guys Mars on the green one. See it right there. I didn't know these were going to come out. That's crazy. I love that. If y'all are still here, leave Aries down. Like the Aries symbol. The Aquarius, leave the Aquarius symbol down below. It's the one that's the squiggly. If you write it on your keyboard, it'll give you the little squiggly. Okay, cool. Almost had it. So the last one to come out here is House 7 with profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. Yeah, so for some of you guys, this is love. But for a lot of you guys, this is profound relationships. This is somebody who you get to be intimate with on a friend level, okay? And intimacy is so much more than physical. This is someone you're going to build something with, and that's a beautiful thing. They're going to become part of your extended family. All right, let's read your card. Oops, I went too far. It's right here. All right. So we have this. Number 43, come to life. You are most scared of all sacred artworks. I said that completely wrong. Let me try that again. You are the most sacred of all sacred artwork. You are bringing yourself to life now, and this is how it must be. Of course, something being essential doesn't mean it will always be easy. You must support yourself and have courage during this process. Your monkey mind is not to run the show. It might have... That's why they keep bringing up, some of you guys are like, it's me, I'm the one with the love, it's me. That's because that's the monkey mind going on, and it's having run of the show right now. And to remind yourself to take a breath and to meditate and to slow that down. And that's okay. I'm not here blaming you. No one's blaming you. It's okay, because trust me, I've been there in situations like that. Oh, it's me, that's me, that's me. And then when it doesn't happen, you feel disappointed because and then you're not open to the other blessings that are coming in, okay? I'm just telling you from my own personal experience. Okay. Your monkey mind is not to run the show. It might have a lot to say, and at times it seems very convincing, but it is not the one in charge. Your mind can inspire you with ideas. However, it is the real you that speaks through your rebellious, sacred heart and is living your life, not the monkey mind. The mind is not much more than a swirling cacophony of habitual reactions. Beneath habitual thought, there is a deep, sensual, creative, and energetic awakening happening to you. It is so far beyond what the mind is now capable of controlling. Others might not like it because it shakes things up. Coming to life tends to do that. However, it is happening now, and the only real choice you have to make is how to deal with it. Coming to life means feeling. It might bring joy, but it could equally bring sadness, rage, or fear. It could bring all of these and more. Feelings will come and go quite swiftly when allowed to flow. You might need to paint, to write, enact rituals, sing, or dance your feelings to help the energy flow. Don't hold back. Create space for yourself to do it. In this process, you are uncovering the artistry of the universal creator. You are honoring the sacredness of life by exploring it without restraint. And that includes the flow of your feelings. You don't have to do anything with them other than express. You may want to analyze, or you may not. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you are getting in touch with feeling. Learning how to access your feelings allows you to learn how to access your intuition. Creative inspiration and genuine internal guidance. These aspects flow from the same place and are often couched within your feelings in the form of emotions as well as physical sensations. The journey underneath the mind and into a sensual, emotional connection with your feelings, emotions, and body is for a sacred purpose. It is a part of your path. You are one of the sacred but powerful minority that have chosen to come into a body and live consciously within it. That may seem like it applies to everybody, but when you experience it for yourself, you will realize that this is actually rather rare. There are plenty of bodies without a spirit really residing within to care for, love, and honor them as a sacred animal. Fortunately, this minority is powerful enough that it can keep human culture in balance, but only just. We need every single one of us that is capable to be aware of the task and move beyond the mind and into the body. This is especially so if you've, sorry guys. You may feel drawn to read the guidance of another oracle card. Sorry, I was trying to skip that. I didn't realize it was like that many sentences down. It says, to come into your sensuality, you will need to anchor your experiences. You may be blessed with relationships that are conscious enough to be interested in your journey in a constructive rather than controlling or undermining way. If so, talk, converse, share. If not, then you will need to be more resourceful in how you support yourself through your awakening process, or at least until you attract some more conscious connections into your life. What have we been talking about this whole time? A connection. There's somebody coming. Okay, friend, family, a lover. It doesn't matter the title. There's somebody coming that's on the same level as you. Okay, look, it says, it is likely these connections are already on their way just because you are working with the energy of this deck, right? This oracle. You can support your own process by scheduling time for yourself and keeping to it like you would the most important date with destiny. So get to writing in your journal, do your dances, paint your pictures, create your creations, be kind to your body, listen to it, and let it be alive. Even in times of pain, know there will always also be ecstasy and bliss as a process of healing and awakening continues. The message of this oracle is be alive. I love that. Be alive. Be alive. You guys have gone through it. You guys have done a lot. Yours went a little bit longer than everybody else's, but to be honest, I mean, look at the synchronicities. We have Aquarian energy, house 5. We have this showing like, this card showing that not everybody was for you. There's a lot of people who are against you because of where you're at and where you're going on your journey, but somebody's coming that's making things all worth it. Okay? I love you guys so much. I'm sending you out this energetic hug. Oh, I feel like you guys need it so much. Okay. I love you. Thank you for being here. If you guys made it to the end, leave that Aquarius sign down below. Let everybody else know. Pile 3, you're not alone. You are not alone on this journey at all. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button if it resonated. Like, share, subscribe, all those good things. Hit the notification bell. I post a reading every other week on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just for ease and convenience for everyone. That may change in the new year. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. And until I see you guys next week, I love you. I'm sending you hearts. I'm sending you kindness and peace and clarity. And I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, bye guys.